for sure, but that's what I had heard was that he hadn't. He wasn't.
He
I
did
mean,
have a
yeah,
long
he
time
didn't. He didn't
girlfriend,
really
didn't he?
have a family until then.
What
He
he
said
say?
long-term girlfriend. Yeah, he'd been dating a girl for 8 years who wouldn't blow it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Listen,
I didn't name any names. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'll go on the record and say I do not have terminal cancer.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
that's definitely good. That's good to hear.
We are happy to hear that.
But
And terminal cancer gets sucked out of you. No.
Well, listen, I've been getting treatment for a while now. So
but it can make you feel better, right? You're thinking of snake bites, totally different thing. I was way off.
Oh man.
Oh, shit.
Well, all right. So here's the good news: is I think I got us back live. We'll see if it chips back in. And I'll be able to re-upload it, and it'll all look like it's one good show. So that's fine.
Yeah, great.
So we were gonna move on, which was either we were gonna talk the Akoncity, and so Akoncity, maybe that's the right move, just because it's so tied to Black Panther almost from a real life Wakanda situation. And Cliff, I think it was you or was it Keem that brought this up like a week or two ago?
Oh, it was me because I followed.
Right.
I honestly, when I first heard about it, I didn't think he was going to pull it off. Like, don't get me wrong. I know that Akon has bread and a lot of pull over there.
But he doesn't have bread like that. Like, the type of money they're saying is like the government gave it to him, though.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, he got, that's why I said I didn't know if he was going to pull it off. Right. But no, he has bread. That's one thing that Akon was on every fucking song from 2000 to 2009.
Well, he's like Nate Dogg. He featured on.
He was on Jeezy. He was on you name any, and they were all bangers.
They were. I'll give you that.
He got his bread, is all I'm saying. Yeah. But
true.
I didn't expect him to be able to come up with the backing.
But he doesn't like you have to understand, like Jay-Z isn't if Jay-Z's a billionaire, he's not not
but
by
listen,
much.
We're also talking about two different things, because let's be honest here, and not to get too deep into the conversation, African Americans have no dog behind them. See, the way I view the country is every country who has a strong government or embassy has a wolf behind them, some sort of protective animal. Out of everybody in this world, African Americans have no protective animal because the government that we have behind us is killing us. Right. So the one thing that's supposed to stand up and bark when we get approached is actually biting us in the back while we're fighting off who's in front. Yeah. So when you look at Akon has a backing. He comes from Africa. He's African proud, and they're proud of him being African. So he has a big wolf behind him over there. And that wolf just showed how big it was by donating billions of dollars to have him. Well,
yeah, it's the country itself. It's the country itself that gave him the money.
Right,
it was basically
But Jay-Z wouldn't have been able to pull that off.
True.
Drake, name a big African American star, wouldn't have been able to pull that off. Wouldn't happen.
So, Luke, do you know what we're talking about here? I know when he brought it up last week, I didn't. So
I'm catching up. I'm trying to fill in right now.
So when it actually took place before the Black Panther movie came out. But when the Black Panther movie came out, Akon was talking about how that Wakanda in the movie was real or could be real, and he could create it. And since then, I mean, he's gotten enough money to where it's in the motion of being created as we speak. In what is it? Not
it's Senegal.
That's what I was about to say. Is that where it is?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
because that's where he's from. Like that's his. Yeah.
Right. But in what people don't understand is, since Senegal has taken this approach, there's other places over there that are attempting to fall behind as we speak.
You have a fun night, honey.
Wow. I wrote That's deep.
Right,
So,
right.
you
So
gotta
he's
think,
talking about
if-
launching like the entire economy of Senegal or of this city is going to be based on like cryptocurrency.
Right.
It is all going to be based on futuristic kind of luxury housing and office spaces, nothing but technology and everything. Like it's
free healthcare and all that bullshit.
Wow.
And you got to think, if this becomes successful, if he pulls this off in Senegal and other places in Africa fall in line, that puts Africa back on top, Jack.
Yeah.
That puts Africa back on top, Jack. Now, I'm not saying that on top is in, black folks running shit. Not at all. But that puts us on top to where you have to start looking at us as equals. You have to.
right.
Well, I already do.
Nothing else-
That's
Well, we know that, Luke. We know that, Luke. We're not listen, coming from the guy who's arguing about how refs are fucking over inner city kids. We understand that. But
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this is a good thing that's happening right now. Hopefully, we don't come into a civil war issue before it happens. You know what I mean? I feel like that's something that could pull everybody together.
I think that was the line that kind of hit me when I was looking through kind of the stuff. Was basically he's like, I want to give African Americans a place to go when shit gets crazy.
A place to what? I'm sorry, you cut out a bit.
I said basically what he said was, I want to give African Americans a place to go if like shit hits the fan here, especially given the current political climate. And I'm like,
well, nigga, you better be getting some fucking underwater submarines or something. We can't get out via TSA.
Right,
Fuck? You better be building some fleet ships or something.
really? Y'all want to get on a boat to go back? Is that how
And listen, bury me in the ocean with my ancestors, motherfucker. It's better than sitting around waiting to die. The fuck?
Oh, man. I don't know. So that was all right. So that kind of connected our two, Chadwick Boseman and Akon.
I see where you went. Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I had anything else on the Chadwick front in terms of roles I had. Honestly, the only one that I would have liked to have seen him play, and I think it's unfortunate because it's Denzel's fucking, it was his coming out party was to play Malcolm.
You know what? And
I
it's
actually
funny
think
that
he would have played I think he would have played Malcolm better than Denzel.
It's funny that you said that, because when you first presented me with the question, that did pop up in my mind. But no, you can't take Malcolm away from Denzel.
I think that's why I went Fred Hampton. Like,
yeah,
because there hasn't been a Fred Hampton.
Now Fred Hampton fits a little more than a Malcolm to me.
Yeah,
when we're talking Chadwick.
But when you go Denzel, I mean that drops the name. I mean that is
right.
Like when you say Chadwick, I agree, but at the same time, like, does Black Panther put Chadwick where he is, or does? And when you talk about then Denzel, like, when you start talking about selling a movie, I mean,
yeah, right.
No,
and
I'm with you. And honestly, Chadwick hadn't gotten to. I think he had become a household name. Like, I think people knew who he was, but he wasn't Denzel in terms of popularity.
Listen,
and, like,
you know what's funny?
Right.
You know what's funny about it?
What do you mean?
I love 42. 42 is my favorite movie he ever did, including Black Panther. But what I will say is, when Black Panther came out, it took me probably months to connect that was James Brown,
right.
Jesse, or Jackie Robinson. Even though I had seen those movies, he wasn't so recognizable that I was like, oh, that's dude that played, you know what I mean?
No,
right.
Black Panther was definitely his defining role.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. So, like, when you're looking at putting on Malcolm, I mean,
right?
Like,
you want Denzel? He's the draw.
I mean,
yeah, you're gonna sell because of that. I mean,
the other one right now is, I mean, Denzel's kind of. I'm not gonna say he's fallen off. I think he's very picky about what he does these days, and he really only does shit he wants to do.
I would say
have to be.
Yeah,
Idris Elba is the other one right now that I think has done a lot in the last couple of years.
But I wouldn't put him on a Chadwick.
See, I would put him on Chadwick's level. I wouldn't put him on Denzel's level.
I feel like Idris plays the same role in every movie.
Does he though? Because I mean,
I do. I feel like whether he's a hitman or whether he's raising 3 girls, he always has that little eyebrow.
Would you-
You know what I mean? Like I'm the cool guy in the like. It's not, but you're not showing us range.
Would you feel the same way if they had named him as the next Bond? If he basically
because
played,
that,
if he
that
if
falls
he played,
into the.
you think that falls into the same thing?
So Chadwick. So what's his name? Idris Elba is Will Smith. He's Will Smith. I'll pick wide ranges of movies, but I play the same guy in every movie.
See, I feel that way.
Idris Elba was way cooler than Will Smith.
I
agree. I agree, Jeff.
Idris Elba does like rallycross.
I agree, Jeff.
You know, not to shift gears, but I don't know if you guys saw this. I didn't send this to you, Reg, but did you see that Chappelle was doing shows all week this week and next week?
He's like doing them regularly.
Wait, are they here?
What's that?
They're not here.
Yeah, they're in Dayton. They're at Yellow Springs.
Well, yeah, no, I knew that. So when COVID first hit,
I feel like he's been doing a lot of shit in Ohio, basically.
So like there was one tonight, there's one tomorrow, there's one the next day. They're all week.
So
they were $230 a ticket. You had to buy 2.
Right, Dave Chappelle has a
Are they indoor venues or outdoor venues?
No, it's outdoor.
It's outdoor at the pavilion.
Okay.
Like a pavilion outside.
Yeah, it's
I
outdoor.
almost bought tickets. I was so close. And like, I mean, people like
you
he had
shoulda.
like a whole celeb list that was there,
Right.
like Common.
Well, yeah, because isn't this his
Kevin
birthday
Hart,
week? Isn't
Toby
that the whole
Nwigwe.
thing?
David Letterman.
Yep.
I mean, it was crazy.
Isn't it his birthday
Louis
week?
CK.
Isn't that what
Tom
all this is
Segura was
about?
out there. He did that show.
Really, really cool.
It was crazy, but I didn't know which way he was going to go with it. Like, is this going to be a polished routine? Is he going to come out for 20 minutes and do his thing? Or is this going to be like star-studded and then...
If I'd have known about that, I would have been interested because he started doing this in April. It's supposedly at the compound at his house, like his area at his house, and he's flying all these people in and he has a setup. I didn't know it was open to like the public to where
it was on Ticketmaster. I almost bought tickets last night or 2 nights ago. I almost bought tickets. You had to buy 2 at $230 a piece before fees. You know that.
Shit. Yeah.
You know how much that is after fees.
Right. You're talking like 600.
Yeah, you're talking 600 all day.
Yeah. Damn.
I was excited. I was like, damn.
I bet that was a thing. I bet that was an event though.
Well, no, and I think the whole
all
thing,
this week, all next week. I mean,
and it's all around his birthday. Like it's his birthday was last week,
right,
or this
right,
week, right?
Right. Yeah, I think his birthday's the 24th.
Right. So he's doing like shit leading up to it.
Oh, I didn't mean to shift gears on you guys, but I just
No. You know what? I might actually have to look into that.
Right.
That's a lot of money.
We might have to do so. You know, with the new whip, you get I can get Wi-Fi free for 90 days with it.
Oh, is that right?
We might have to do a live show from the whip from Chappelle.
Listen, I can't say I wouldn't be down.
I mean,
I can't say that.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. We'll have to pop the trunk on
I
that one.
called the fucking location.
Sorry.
Oh shit! Somebody about to get their ass whooped.
So that's what I'm
Jeff said, I'm done with the psychological shit, motherfucker.
Hey.
Don't get your ass whooped.
Jeff is convinced that if I went to counseling, the counselor would need counseling after I was done with that.
You know what?
He's probably right.
I think I agree. Fools agree, and I think that's why we get along.
Yeah,
Right
I can
there.
imagine.
That's why we probably get along.
So Luke, what I will say is, after a game, sometime we might have to get to the point where Luke just hosts with you and I just go to bed. Because I would love to see the two of you just go back and forth.
Oh boy, it'd get ugly. That's the thing. I always worry about like Reg, when if the camera's not on, like my mind is not.
Oh no, I know.
Right.
Right. Yes, that's what everybody in the room's like. This is the most controlled he's ever been.
For our viewers out there, I will tell you this is
That
the
is
most
my guy.
reserved version of
That's
Mr.
my guy.
Mr. Anderson that I've ever seen.
And
So
you should hear the shit that goes down at football camp and some of the shit that comes out of his mouth.
So to put it frank, like I had to recently switch away from iPhone message, like iMessage, to Signal. I just switched to Signal.
So
which
that people
is
couldn't copy your fucking messages.
Because it's so encrypted that when it's sent, like if someone got a hold of our stuff, like it would just not, you know what I mean? Like, hey, like
should I be
people,
doing
it's not
this?
the way I think, but I can laugh at anything, right?
Should
like,
I be doing this?
Oh, I mean,
I might need you to teach me what you just did, because I'm telling you right now,
I got
some of the shit that I send, I think about, like, do you want this in writing?
I'm on Signal too. I can hook you up there, Cliff.
Does this? Do I get incriminated from this?
Man, listen.
If
I'm telling you, in 10 more years, there's gonna be cameras everywhere, and we're gonna need permission just to touch ourselves.
But
I'm like, hey, I'm about to touch. Is anybody? I'm sorry. I'm about to.
Is there anybody watching? Is there anybody watching?
I don't want to offend anyone in my own house here.
So my idea was that, and I probably shouldn't put this out there because someone's gonna get rich off it. But my idea was to our group text message system was to take what we have and put it in like a shitter read. So like at the beginning of the chapter, I give some context. I give a little bit of a background story about like where these text messages come from and what's going on, and then just unleash the text fury.
Right.
And have to use absolute pseudonames because I mean, like when you start out, like instantly I lose my job, I lose everything. I mean, like, you know, I mean, like as anybody does, like because the meme world the internet does what the internet does. I mean, you can't hide away from the internet. It's not that I'm creating content. It's that I enjoy content.
Let me tell you why you're a fucking genius. Because every time I see a Facebook post and it's text threads, I immediately want to read
all of it.
Right.
Even if it has nothing to do with what I'm interested in. I'm like, what were they saying to each other?
So think about the airport read you have here. Like you sell it at the airport, you sell it, you know what I mean? Like people get that for Christmas, and they they throw it next to their shitter, and when they're because think about how much time you spend in there just thumbing through your phone when you can be reading my damn book. And being like, and your jaw on the ground. Like,
I think you're onto something, sir.
This isn't real life.
Not only do I think you're onto something, I got some threads I would contribute.
Right. Like, it could be a collab.
Listen, you'll get one of those from me once a week.
Hey, you already know how I'm doing. You're in the beard bottles. Yeah,
okay.
I've been thinking about that for a while. Like that's been on my mind.
That is smart.
And I don't know what it is about text threads. And even if you did a book, it would have to be in that picture format with the bubbles.
Oh hell yeah!
Otherwise, I wouldn't even read it. I would have to, like, I'm looking at a text. Like,
yeah.
I'd probably be scrolling the book like this.
Right. The book's tore up.
Right.
Thumbs raw and shit.
Yeah, that's good shit. What
not
about your?
Not that I've taken this out. No,
it's all good.
No, listen. What did Uncle Dan say? This is ADD, the ADD podcast.
Right.
My brain.
Listen, that's how I get down.
It's my brain because of drugs. I mean, on drugs. I mean,
right,
what?
Right. All that, all of it included. Michael, what you?
I'm trying to make sure that messages are popping up because we got some viewers that are back after we restarted the stream.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually impressed that I managed to figure out how to restart the stream
you're better than me because I never clicked back on
without having to fuck up the recording. Like, so the recording has been going the whole time, but the stream has been stopped and started.
Listen.
Hey.
What about this Cobra Kai, Mike?
I mean,
yeah,
all right.
Reg was talking about it tonight.
I
haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it? I'm not gonna lie, it can be interesting. It's like I enjoyed it like I enjoyed a car crash.
Nah, you couldn't look away.
Right. And honestly, like I didn't enjoy it, but I couldn't turn it off. When you told me to watch it, and I'm gonna be completely honest here, Mike.
Yeah.
That was what, Wednesday?
Yeah.
No, Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
It was either Monday. Yeah, it was Tuesday, I think.
See, that's how I ate up the Netflix series Don't Fuck with Cats.
Oh my god.
Okay.
See, I didn't.
I
Everybody
never
talks
watched
about
that one.
No, I haven't.
Oh my god.
Everybody talks about
I
it.
highly recommended. The most disturbing thing like I've ever seen.
Okay, I gotta watch
And
it.
you know it's fucked up if Luke
I
is
gotta
saying
watch it
it's
then.
It's
disturbing.
3 episodes on Netflix. It's an hour long. I mean, it's not a binge watch. I mean, it's 3 hours,
Right.
right? Like that's not a binge watch. But,
Oh, that's perfect for me.
but you will sit and you will be, I mean, like, you get nauseous at points. Like,
Oh, I gotta watch that.
my stomach got nauseous at points, and I was like, ooh, I like this. I can't look away.
Yeah.
See, shit, like most shit that people recommend to me, I don't know if I'm just a weirdo. I just don't get into it. It's just not enough for me. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so to explain,
Real story, too. True story.
Right, that's what I heard. So to explain what I'm saying, since you haven't seen it, Luke, Cobra Kai is a mix of Degrassi. You know what Degrassi is? Like that old high school soap opera back in the day.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
What? You don't agree with that?
Well, I'm trying to think if I've actually watched Degrassi. So
Listen,
I
got what? I got hella sisters, so Degrassi I know about. It's a high school soap opera about kids that know how to do karate.
So I gotta. All right. So what I have to ask before that is,
I hate it.
Did you watch Karate Kid growing up? Like, were you a
but
fan of
funny?
Karate Kid or no?
I thought Daniel San was a prick back in the day.
Okay, so the fact that they
Back in the
flipped
day
it,
when
you were
Mr.
already
Miyagi
on.
was training him, I was like, that prick ass. Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't like the blonde head dude either. I didn't like anybody in Karate Kid.
Well,
I
you don't
Mr.
like
Miyagi.
anybody. That's kind of the theory.
I like
You
Mr.
just like
Miyagi,
Miyagi, that was it.
and I like the tree. Those were the two. The
bonsai tree
on the back of the those are the.
I like the bonsai tree.
Right, the two characters I like, but
The tree's a character now. I love it.
Did you even bother to watch the Jaden Smith one?
oh, you know what?
I did. It was.
I did like it. I was impressed with Jaden Smith, but I like the original better.
Fools do not agree, but I'm glad you said you liked the original better.
Yeah.
You wasn't impressed by Jaden Smith? That was his first movie.
No, it was not.
Oh,
Was it?
Pursuit of Happiness.
Right.
But that
What?
doesn't count. He didn't have
He
any
didn't have
talking
any
parts.
really talk.
After Earth with Will.
That was after. That was
it
after
was
Karate
After
Kid.
Earth? I think
Yes.
After Earth was before. It was.
Karate
Are
Kid?
you
no,
right?
because he cut
Okay,
his
you might
hair
be
in
right.
After
You might be
Earth.
right. You might be
He had
right.
braids
You
in
might be right.
Karate Kid. Yeah, I'm right.
Anyways,
Yeah, I'm right. I love how you look.
Dude, no one has
Such
ever
an
worn braid
asshole.
extensions before in a movie.
Oh no, but I'm black. I can tell when they're real or not. This in the Tyler Perry production. You know he got them fake braids.
right.
Yes. Yes. Ray just said he would do an entire podcast on Don't Fuck with Cats.
Well, wait. Let me watch it, and we can set that up.
Hey, if you watch it, it's gonna blow your mind.
Well, let me watch it, and we can set that up, Ray.
Yeah.
Like the first episode was like, all right, and then the second one, he was like, oh wait,
Yeah.
this is unreal.
This is
Okay.
unreal. This is a true story. This is the internet doing the internet things. This is Criminal Mind. Like, it is just a mess. Like,
Okay.
it
Listen.
at point, like within the first 10 minutes, your stomach will twist. You're like, they ain't gonna show this shit. Really? They're not about to show this shit. Ooh, and then they pan away, and you're like, oh goddamn, and then they show that shit. But then you're like, you're staring at it.
You wasn't a Faces of Death kid, were you?
No, listen, trust me. I'm not even gonna go there with that. But it's something else. I'm telling you.
See,
I highly recommend it.
I mean,
I've heard both.
nothing. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So
I say both of you watch it. and put it somewhere in one of your podcasts just to comment on it.
And we'll get you back to talk about it, or Ray back.
Yeah,
Well,
your
no,
jaw's
we're gonna
gonna be on
have
the
to.
ground.
We're gonna have to now.
Your
I mean-
jaw's gonna be on the ground. I'm telling you.
I actually think that what we've got going on right now, like having everybody join the podcast after our games on Friday nights, could be phenomenal.
Why
oh
not?
yeah.
It's a surprise guest every week.
Right. Sorry to all
Yeah.
of our other regular guests, but y'all are on pause until we until the season's
Listen.
over.
I'm
And
sure they're not
I have to
upset.
hit mute on myself regularly. Like I have to think of another way to say what I'm gonna
Right.
say. because-
Listen, Luke, do you hear what I'm saying? The fact that I am the co-host on this podcast and it's live,
I can do it.
I think Mike is actually making me more mature because I'm thinking about.
They don't deliver.
I was typing out an email to my boss's boss today, and I said, "Wait a minute, is that what you want to say?" No, it was what I wanted to say. I thought about it. I said, "Yes, that
How
is
many
actually what
deletes?
But the fact that I even thought before I clicked send,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
surprised.
Yeah, I had to send my boss emailed me something the other day, and my reply was I deleted 5 emails before
I
this
sent it to you.
before this email, and that was it. That was all I wrote.
Oh shit! I almost
She goes,
spit that shit
So we need to
everywhere.
talk, and I said yes.
Yes,
And
yes,
she
we do.
understands.
Yes, we
She's on
do.
the same level. She understands, and she's like, "All right, we need to
I
talk.
missed something.
We need this
man.
shit off the record. We need this shit off the record."
Off
Right?
the record.
I'm not mad at you.
All right.
You deleted 5 emails.
So I do want to come back to Cobra Kai though. So
Of course.
I am I'm a big fan of it. I am a huge Karate Kid fan. It was actually the whole reason that I started doing Taekwondo when I was little. So
You know what?
I did Taekwondo for 10 years, and it was all because of my dad
Give me
and
one-
watching Karate Kid with him.
Give me 1 second, and
You
I'm
did
about to-
Taekwondo?
I'm about to- Give me
Dude.
1 second. I'm going to chew you alive.
I was one belt short of being a black belt in Taekwondo.
I don't think I can move past this.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is, that was back then. I was athletic back then. I couldn't do this shit now.
Do you break boards and shit?
Oh, yeah, no. I broke
Wait,
with all the different kicks and all
We're
that
breaking
shit.
boards?
All that
How many
shit.
boards?
I mean, I think with the level I was at, it was only 2 boards at a time. That
Oh
was
my!
pretty much it.
Do they pre-cut those boards, or are they using a soft ass wood?
It's a soft ass wood, at least when I was coming up.
I
mean,
wondered.
No, it's not a bad thing to wonder.
What the-
But so I was a big fan of the movies growing up. I was a big fan of those movies.
You
and
said
I
the
think-
movies, like you like the second and the.
Oh, I
third.
liked the entire trilogy. I liked it all.
Wow.
Wait, wasn't it a quadruple? Wasn't it a female Karate Kid? On the fourth?
There was a next Karate Kid, and again, this goes back to watching it with my father. I can't remember if
Oh,
my dad.
I'm not jabbing at you just
No,
yet.
I'm just saying that
Just yet.
I can't remember if my dad was alive for the 4th one or not.
Okay.
And I think
now
the fourth,
understand
I
the
think the
concept.
4th
I
one
get
came
what you're
out. I
saying.
think the 4th one came out after. I can't remember if he.
Yeah, we were older. We were in high school.
Yeah, I
around
think
that
we were.
time.
I think we were either in late grade school or
Eighth
high
grade
school.
or high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if it were 7th or 8th grade, I wasn't. My dad had passed by that.
Right.
And it was Hillary Swank, whatever.
But I watched it because of that. I
No
think.
doubt, no doubt.
I like
but-
the $1 Million Baby.
Exactly. No, and she's actually got a new show coming out on Netflix, which I might check out, and I'll get back to
Really?
this podcast. But my whole thing with it was, and I've said this line in the past, kids today didn't grow up with the Karate Kid, and what I mean by that is, if you grew up with the Karate Kid and you believed that movie and you believed kind of the shit that went on, you kind of did what you were told without questioning it too much in terms of at the end of the day, it was going to make you better at what you wanted to do.
Michael.
You trusted the adults
Michael,
on it.
well, understand that me as
That's
an
not also a
African
good thing. That's
American
not
man.
always a good thing. I understand.
Listen, understand that was beat into me without karate. You don't quite
hear
like
you.
we're
I
we're
hear you.
black.
I think
You
guys
don't
had a whole
question.
conversation about this.
Right. You're not wrong. And I'm not arguing that we didn't already have a whole conversation about this. I'm just saying that, like, when you talk about the wax on, wax off, it taught you to, like, trust the process.
Yeah,
no, I don't think kids
what
trust the process
listen,
anymore.
Listen, there's different. Now, what I will say is this: the reason why I think at a very young age I kind of looked at the Karate Kid kind of condescendingly is because at a very young age I was boxing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
fair.
and that's a completely different thing. I actually joined karate. I went to 2 classes before I found out we could not strike each other because we were too young. And I said, Mama, I don't want to ever go back again. I didn't even get my white belt.
I hear you.
I thought we were going to be fighting day one, like boxing. I thought we hopped in the ring and bang day one. And when I saw that wasn't the case, I was like, yeah, no, this isn't for me. Then I started doing research. There's a video out. I don't know if anybody's seen it. It's a Russian video of like these top level martial artists against amateur boxers. Ass whooped. And when I say ass whooped, I mean every one of them got laid out.
Wait, what do you mean? Like the martial artists or the boxer got laid out? Who got laid out?
Every one of the martial artists got laid out. Karate doesn't compute to street fighting. That's why the only karate MMA champion was Lyoto Machida. Karate doesn't work in street fighting.
Right. And I think that makes sense. I think for me it was more about it's the trust in the process aspect, but
you get that in boxing too, though.
I think
all you learn is jabs and jumping jacks for the first 2 months you go. Jab and a jumping jack.
And like I said, I've never boxed. I've wrestled and I've done taekwondo.
Oh, they want you to quit. That's how the whole point of boxing is to see who's going to quit.
That's the way wrestling is. Wrestling wants you to quit too.
Right. Who's going to really follow the creed? You know what I mean? Right. And if you're not going to follow. But with that being said, watching Cobra Kai, I want to be a Cobra Kai over a
strike hard, strike fast, no mercy.
Listen, and I'm not saying that was correct. No, I'm not, but that was way more. That works way more in a street fight than Miyagi's "Let me anticipate." That doesn't work.
Oh no,
doesn't work.
And what I would say is, like, that was the thing that actually spoke to me about Cobra Kai is that, like, the whole message of Cobra Kai is that don't be a fucking pussy. Like, if you're gonna fight, fight. And I think that's what we need in our fucking country right now.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, you talk jujitsu, right?
Right.
And that's
I was about to tell. Listen, that's why I like Luke. That's why I like Luke, because that's what I was about to say. If I'm gonna get my child, if I'm good, you good? Me and Luke got it. You're good. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Look at it. He's getting the hell out. He's out.
But what I was saying, you took it out of my mouth. If I was going to put my child in a martial arts, it's going to be jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai. Because most combat situations are hands-on. They're not at a distance. I don't have time for a side kick. I'm holding you off of me. I might need to throw a knee or take you down and choke you out.
Right. Like, hell yeah. Like, you
can also do what Khabib that did. Make him wrestle bears.
Make him wrestle bears. Well, the thing is, for me, is like, like, I mean, with my size, you know what I want to do. I want to get my hands on you. Like,
right.
You don't want.
That's the first thing I'm thinking.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the ground with me. I mean, I'm 300, anywhere from 300 to 330 in a given, depends on if we're in COVID or not. I'm 330 if we're in COVID, and now I'm working my way out. But like, you don't want to catch my weight on you, because
I don't. I don't want you to grab me. Period.
Right.
And if you do grab me, I better have your neck.
Yeah, you want to stick and move
that I can hold.
Right.
So
right.
Cliff, does the Irish guy beat Roy Jones in the octagon?
Of course.
So you think he whips Roy Jones in the octagon?
In the octagon, yeah. No, Roy doesn't have nothing in the octagon, and I'm gonna tell you why. Roy and this is why it's gonna be bad for him against Mike Tyson. Roy is a reactionary fighter. He's a speed fighter. He's not he's a counter puncher. He's not an aggressive fighter like Mike was. So when you're that old, and I'm just talking from now. I'm not talking back in the day. When you're that old, they say the first thing that goes is speed, reaction time. The last thing that goes is your power. So for somebody like Mike to step in with somebody like Roy, who got knocked out in 2 of his last 3 heavyweight competitions, that's not a good look for somebody like him. So when we're talking about an octagon where your reaction time is all you have as a boxer, you're not going to fare well against anybody that knows how to take you down and pound you out. I'm not saying you can't win, because any boxer has a puncher's chance, but it's not happening for Roy.
You know, I love pounding it out too.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Don't
do.
we all? Taking them down first too. Shit. But Mike, now that you're back, on that Cobra Kai shit, all that was American Kid and Ryu.
Oh yeah. No,
the Mexican kid or the Ecuadorian kid was Ryu, and the white kid was Ken. And it was and you know what? And I'm gonna tell you this: Daniel San didn't want his daughter with a Mexican.
I mean, that's part of it. Yeah, no, you're not
That's
wrong.
definitely what it was. Now, that's just me being me. It wasn't that deep, but yeah, that's definitely what it was. And then the last that I will say.
How far? Wait, I do have a question. How far did you make it in?
I watched them all.
You watched all 2 seasons?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you beat me. I'm only on the first episode of season 2.
Oh, so I don't want to give a spoiler.
No,
but,
you're gonna fuck him up.
The Mexican dude is Drake from Degrassi.
I hear you, and maybe that's where I'm not. Well, and I don't know that I ever watched Degrassi.
If he comes out, if the Mexican dude comes out with a rap CD after this, then I know something's going on here. You hear what I'm saying? You gotta watch the end of it.
You know what's funny is that he's actually going to be the first guest of, and you and I have talked about this dude in the past, Christian Hartloff, who runs the Schmodown.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually going to be his first guest on his one-on-one
Miguel?
interview show. Yep.
Ooh, I kind of want to watch that. Send me that link when that happens.
When it pops, I will.
Yeah, because I probably won't look it up.
But I'm impressed you watched both fucking seasons. Like, I haven't even gotten that far.
I wouldn't have watched it if you didn't tell me. The only reason why I watched it is because you told me you wanted to talk about it. And
so
I thought you already talked about it.
Did you like it then?
Show prep.
I said I liked it like a car crash. Like it was one of those things where.
No.
Like, so let me be honest with you. There were hella episodes that I turned off. Like, that I stopped watching. Like, I don't want to see this shit anymore. And then after I got bored and was like, well, what else are you going to watch? International House Hunters? Turn the fucking shit back on.
Okay.
So I watched it, and I ended up getting through it. And
I think our kicker could have a rap CD.
I could tell you.
Jesus? You think Jesus could have a rap CD?
Is he paralyzed?
No, but he has a bullet in him.
Right.
Okay, well, that's a start. We'll call you 15 Cent.
15. We'll call him.
We'll call you 15 Cent.
I'm calling him 20-yard line because he keeps pounding the end zone.
That's true.
Wait, what?
It was amazing tonight having a kicker in Grandview. Sorry, I just shifted there.
Oh no, he was like he's kicking, like he's not.
No, he's our place kicker in terms of.
See, when Luke said that, I was thinking like a broke down play, and he ran it in from the 20-yard line.
The fact that he was kicking it into the end zone and getting us touchbacks to start the game.
Okay, I see.
Instead of us having to fucking pooch kick and give them the ball at the fucking 50 on the last.
Oh yeah, I saw that. What was that? Last year, the year before? Yeah, saw a lot of that.
It was the year before where we fucking gave them the ball on the 40 every fucking time.
every time.
But you know what? I never minded that because if you got a good kicker, you can kick it straight in the air. I'm knocking that ball loose.
Oh, no doubt. But that was the
thing.
Listen,
I was the wedge breaker. I don't give a fuck about myself. But so when you think I care about you?
But when you're pooch kicking, they have the opportunity to
you were the wedge breaker.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm in there. Throw me at somebody.
I was like, hey, Jesus, good kick. He's like, I just try to kick it over their heads.
So like we've talked about our kicker and like so I talk like an enormous amount of shit. Like it is relentless. Like this.
Do I not know that?
The words that I
the
have to
audience
say to
does
him.
it.
We've talked about that I might need to call a timeout before like a punt or a kick just to
talk shit to him.
talk shit. Like, I mean, you don't want to. I can't repeat what I say to him, but
Right.
because it would not be looked upon kindly by many that don't know that.
But we love that.
If I talk to a kid like that, like
we love that from a coach player standpoint. We love that.
Yeah, like I'm joking, but I will allow it back. Like,
right.
I'll allow it back as long as we're joking. Like if it gets serious, I'm not allowing it. But like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I want to call timeout sometimes just to get him revved up.
So maybe that's
damn.
He has West Side tattooed across his chest.
That reaction from Cliff was priceless on that shit.
I love this kid.
He's already an interesting figure because
that's what I said. We gotta get him on the podcast.
No kids on the podcast. But what I will say,
he might be 18.
He had to be 18 and out of high school.
No, not until he's out of high school.
Oh yeah, he's like a junior.
I will say that I'd love to have some of our former players on. There's one in particular, Quilly, if you're listening. No.
Oh, Quilly
Billy. I would love to have Nikhil on. Nikhil would be my first pick. Gabe would be my second pick.
Gabe would be ridiculous on the show.
My problem is my wife has the hots.
Who is Gabe? Who is Gabe? Kinsey? Is that Kinsey Sent?
Klingler's a bit of a hillbilly.
Yeah, no.
Love them.
Klingler's a bit of a hillbilly.
Love
he
them.
was my boy.
Love them.
Probably the best defensive lineman I've ever
Listen,
coached.
I told you, Mike. I told you when I went down into
West Virginia. He grounded pounded somebody.
He did. He went full mount on some dude down in Cincinnati and fucking.
Listen.
He got on top of the center and he was straddled over top of him, pounding the kid's face in. He got ejected for it. So full circle back to Cobra Kai.
And they only got 15 yards.
No, he got ejected.
He did get ejected. He was out against our rivals
for that
the next
one
week.
the next
Oh
one.
no, he got ejected. They only got 15 yards.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, man.
But what I was saying before we even get to Cobra Kai, on that hillbilly note, when I went down to West Virginia to fight that tough man,
Gabe was probably there.
Listen, the Confederate flag wearing hat guys was the coolest motherfuckers there. It was the motherfuckers in the polo shirts that you were like, oh, he has a problem.
I want a polo shirt.
But you don't got the West Virginia attire. So
that's why I wear the polo shirt every week, Cliff.
Listen.
Fuck you,
Jesus.
dude.
Listen. But I will say, since Mike, you want to talk about Cobra Kai, the fight scenes were weak.
I go back and forth. I think there are some that are okay, but I'm with you.
Miguel, it does good in fight scenes. Hawk does good in fight scenes.
But you
the rest
don't like
of them are
Robbie?
trash.
You don't like Robbie in the fight scenes?
Who's Robbie?
Robbie
the
was
Ken with the long hair.
Yeah.
He's not. He's a Power Ranger.
No, I completely agree with that.
I'm
actually completely on the same page with you on this.
When you look at Miguel and Hawk, they fight aggressively. Like, it's even Miguel, because you can tell Miguel doesn't want to hurt anybody. He's just fighting. But when you look at him, it's like an aggressive style. Everybody else is just kind of...
Well, I agree with you in the first season. I'm curious to see the second season. Like, I know the daughter gets involved and like she's fighting too.
Oh, so you aren't even okay.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm only like 1 episode, 2 episodes in.
There's another girl. You haven't seen the girl that is the rival to the daughter.
Well, is it the girl from the first season, the bigger girl?
No, it's a little blonde chick.
There's a new girl. Okay, I haven't seen her.
And she like roughs Robbie up, like she comes to the gym and.
Oh, I like that. All right, yeah.
Yeah, but you haven't seen a lot then.
No, like I said, I'm only into
The second season was more drama than fighting.
and that's kind of what I've heard. So I'm
The
kind of
last
questioning.
episode was like the grand finale where it was fireworks. And like I said, if your boy Miguel, not to spoil alert, but if your boy Miguel comes out with a rap CD like Drake,
I hear you.
I know.
Well, and I'm curious to see because they're actually filming season 3 right now. So season 3 will come out in 2021.
Well, let me say this: Miguel may or may not be in it.
Okay.
Let me say that they took.
I love
it's
how
Degrassi.
Cliff,
They take it there.
when you say let me say this, like you're asking for permission. Like,
Right.
You know
there's
he
gonna be
doesn't
a
ask for
no.
permission for anything.
Yeah, no, I mean, even if you say
Like,
no,
there was
don't say
anybody
this.
ever gonna talk over you? Like it's ever gonna happen?
Mike said it last week. I said, listen, I don't care. Look, if you didn't say this, I still have to say this.
Yeah, right. It's coming out no matter what.
Right.
Let me say this. No. Could you imagine? You'd be like, bullshit. I don't care.
That's the attention grabber. Listen, let me say this. And then people are like, what are you going to say? And I say, fuck yeah.
I feel like it's almost as important as allegedly. Like we might need that as a soundbite as well.
You're not
Listen,
wrong.
Let me
Michael.
say this.
You're not wrong. Let me
say this and listen and allegedly.
Cliff,
Those
I'm
are
just
my
going to give
three-
you an app on your phone that you can press buttons that it'll either say allegedly or let me say this.
Show me, and I'm with it.
Do
And
Fools
I'm
Agree app. Let's make it happen.
Right.
What had happened was
Right, all that.
And
We need
and
all
one of the,
that.
you know what, Cliff, you know what one of the other buttons would be?
What?
I just read you didn't laugh.
If you give me that button, then you got to give me the fake laugh too, where it's just like, so I can just hit you with the. That wasn't funny, but
I know. And, you know, my players have given me shit for years about the fact that I can laugh and not, like, move my face. For years, I've gotten shit about that.
My stepdad's been watching the podcast. He said, tell Mike I can't stand the way he laughs in the middle of explaining what he's saying. He says you do that all the time too. Like you'll explain something and start laughing in the middle of explaining it.
First of all, fuck you, Mr. Taylor.
Oh, yeah,
Second of all,
did you do that too?
I do.
I said he does do that, doesn't he? I never
do.
noticed it like that, but
he's
he
not.
does
I
do
mean,
that.
well, and this is another one of my lines. He's not wrong.
Right.
Like,
Listen, you might just
Yeah,
need-
there you go. See, there's one of your buttons.
give me the
Right.
sound button.
He's
and
not
I'm gonna
wrong.
be-
And first of all, can be
You
one of
gonna
them.
see this all
First
day.
of all, can be one
all
of
day
them.
long on the podcast. You're gonna see this. What do you say?
do you have
Yes.
one of those like those iPhone C's that are like $25? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
No, this is XR, sir.
Oh, is it?
iPhone XR.
See a color.
It
color
is.
phone.
It's very ugly yellow.
It
That's
is.
the
I didn't
thing.
think they made the XR in ugly yellow, but
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
very
they
ugly
do.
yellow. But you know, I
How
raw
did you go
dogged
for
it.
yellow? Like, was
Did
it
you
like?
rob
was it-
somebody? Is that
if
what
I'm
you said?
being honest, this was a gift
Okay.
from my stepfather. One of
Okay.
his tenants messed up their phone and got the insurance sent to his house, and they never picked it up. So he was
Somebody
like,
else got billed for it.
he was
Right,
like, you can have
right,
it if you
right.
sure. Well,
Hey.
it wasn't reported stolen, and it's more than 2 years. The insurance was sent, so we waited long enough.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I'm in there now. I got an XR. What was it? An iPhone
Allegedly.
7 I had last. Who allegedly me?
You damn
Who
well I
alleged-
did.
Oh, that was the sound bite right there. That's
Well,
the one
we'll
I
go
need.
back.
Right?
I'll go record it. But
Oh, I
what do
need
we
that
got?
right
We got-
there. That
this
was
is
it
the,
right there.
the 1:42:20 mark. I will. I
Yep,
will make
I need
sure I
that
grab that
allegedly.
one.
I might even need the what was that behind it. I
right,
need that.
right.
That was it.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're right. Allegedly, that's what happened. And allegedly, Verizon would be able to see that their
I love
phone's
how
on another
like,
service.
you decided that 2 years was the statute.
Right, right. This is the same.
statute. in
This
the
is
world.
Listen, if you don't have an insurance replacement after 2 years and you never picked up your first,
This
you
is
don't
the
care
same
about this
dude
phone.
that when we were 18 and he found
Lord Jesus.
a phone sitting in the parking lot at Easton, and we're driving down the road, and he gets a call on this phone that he picked up. It's like, oh, hey, man, you got my phone. He's like, oh, yeah? Well, tell me if this sounds like your phone hitting the freeway, and throws it out the fucking window.
Oh,
To be
wow.
to be honest,
That was a dick move.
Here we go.
it was a very dick move.
Was it?
It
Or
was.
was very
It
dick
was.
You also didn't hear how he asked for his phone back either.
I did
Right.
not. I just heard your side of the conversation, and I saw the phone go out the fucking window.
I'm with you. I'm with Cliff on this. I
Listen.
agree on this. I'm throwing it out the window too.
The fuck? Well, whose fault was it? It could have been on the freeway. You
Right.
left it where you left it.
Right. For all he knew, the battery died and he never found it again. So you reassured him that the battery was dead.
Maybe this is
When it hit the pavement, the battery was dead.
maybe this is his insurance replacement,
Right.
and I'm operating off of your dumbass karma.
Fucking 20 years
My
later.
karma been bit me. I've been shot.
Nice.
Oh,
Turn, buddy.
Man.
All you got was a phone on the freeway.
Hey,
Buddy.
it's probably like one of those old school Nokias that you played like Snake.
Oh,
on.
yeah, no. When this happened, smartphones didn't exist.
Yeah, no.
Like motherfuckers were
It may
still
have been. It
rocking
may have been a
pagers.
razor though, which would have made
A
me feel
razor.
sad.
I
The
don't
old
think it was a.
Motorola flip.
Listen, if it was a razor,
I think
don't
you're
think
right
I would
though.
have
The
threw
fact
it
that
out
you
the
called
phone.
the fact that you called it out as a Nokia, I actually think it was a Nokia.
Yeah, I don't.
Yes.
If it was a razor, you think I'm throwing it out the window? No, I'm
No, I
selling
don't
that
think
bitch.
Although I feel like it wasn't a razor, but I feel like it may have been one of those Ericsson. Like I feel like it was a flip phone. Because
Yeah,
I feel like you
you're right.
closed it and threw it out the window is what I'm remembering.
Oh no, I never closed it. I wanted him to hear it when it hit the ground,
Maybe
so
you're
he was
right.
still
Maybe
on
you're
the
right.
line.
Maybe you're right.
I still miss the
I was 12.
the push to talk phones that were on like Sprint. What the hell were those called?
You're talking about when Sprint teamed
Was
up
it
with
Nextel?
Nextel. Yeah, they
Yeah.
Sprint teamed up with
Like,
Nextel. Yep.
That was the
Now,
shit.
no, Sprint came out with one phone. I can't remember what it was only one model. I can't think of the name of the model. But if someone called you, it was a flip phone, but it had a camera too, and the camera had video. So it was like their new joint that came out. If someone called you and you hit like the silence button on the side of your phone and held it to your ear, you could hear whoever was speaking while the phone was ringing.
That's a
So if-
brilliant function. Why don't
It
they
was.
still have that?
It was. So if someone was like talking in their phone while the phone was ringing, you could listen to hear who it was before you answered the phone.
Like they're cussing you out because they know you're not
Yeah.
picking up.
Exactly. And
You can hear
or
that.
it's a bill collector and they're talking about how they want to get your money and you're like, oh, I don't want to answer
No, I'm
that.
good. Thanks.
Hell no.
Listen, I can't think of the model, but I know exactly what it looks like. It was a flip phone with the speaker in the front, and it was the first phone that had the front-facing camera.
Okay,
Like where you could take a picture with your phone closed of yourself.
gotcha.
It was like a 1/10 of a megapixel.
right.
Right,
was
right.
It was half
Who's
a
agree on that?
megapixel. It was a 500 pixel phone.
Right.
Listen, back in them days, if he'd have known where I threw it out on the freeway, it might have still been in good condition.
Right, he might have been able to find it.
Right.
Dust that bitch off, let's
Nowadays,
go.
right nowadays, that bitch is shattered and through the roof.
Unless you got that OtterBox.
Listen.
I tell you what, that was the thing that sold me on the OtterBox was I was at the store and the dude, it was a gay dude.
We used to dribble them bitches.
He fucking picked up the phone and threw it against the wall with the OtterBox on.
So-
It's like, I wouldn't
so
do that
Cliff-
if it wasn't good.
So going back to his iPhone C over there, Cliff will appreciate this about the OtterBox. So their website has a warranty.
Uh-huh.
He already knows.
I used to sell cell phones. So I used to
It
be
has
like,
the Otterback site has a warranty page.
yeah.
And
You gotta enter the
if you
CP.
tell them that your OtterBox broke, that it doesn't matter. You don't have to prove it. You just have to pay $5 for shipping and handling, and they mail you a new one.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't buy one,
Right.
but they sell that shit at,
Right.
they sell that shit at. I'm not saying I did that 2 or 3 times.
Allegedly.
But you go up to Best Buy and that bitch is $70 or
Listen.
$50, and I'm getting one for $5.
Right.
Hey, let me put y'all on the game. I don't know what gamers we got in here, but I'm definitely a gamer. So what you do is, I just got hip to this at the GameStop. You buy a brand new Xbox controller and get the warranty.
Wait, GameStop's still open?
Oh yeah, GameStop's still open. Buy the what is it? The $60 controller. Get the $10 warranty on it. It lasts for a year. At the end of that year, bring the controller in, whether it's broken or not. You renew it, and then renew the warranty on that controller they gave you, and you do it over and over again, and you never pay for the controller.
Oh no, I gotta get a hip to that then, because
Yeah.
I fucking if they do that, do they do that with the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons?
I mean, I'm sure they would do it with other devices as well.
I'll have
but
to check that out, because the fucking Nintendo Switch controllers fucking they start doing crazy shit after
But the
about 6
Xbox
months.
controller, it also comes with a warranty, and people don't know that.
Yeah.
So it's basically GameStop taking over their warranty and being like, "We'll do that for you."
Right. Well, and that probably means that you get it changed quicker, because if you have to send it back to Microsoft, it takes more
Oh
time.
no, they give you the new controller right then and there. Like you say, my controller's broke. Here's $50. They give you the controller. You put the warranty on that, the extra 10, and then you bring it back within the year, and you got a new one. Stop playing.
I agree.
We just dropped knowledge on the.
Listen,
Right.
if the corporation is going to charge you, you might as well find a way to get over on the corporation.
You might as well, no doubt. Well, and I think that's actually it's funny we bring up Xbox, because have you or are you planning to check out the new what is it, Marvel Avengers game?
You know what? I wouldn't be against that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick it up this week and check it out.
I wouldn't be against that.
I've heard a little bit of mixed things about it, but
Is it a co-op joint?
it can be. So there is a multiplayer function. It's mostly single player from what I've heard, but
Okay.
so I don't know.
Basically, what Cliff just asked: is there a shit talking section in the game?
Listen, there better be. That's
That's
only
what multiplayer is all about, right? Like,
Listen, my game.
can I talk shit?
My game just came out tonight. You know, Michael. Are you
talking Madden or NBA?
What?
2K20?
Or
Are
what?
you talking? You're talking NBA 2K, right? You're talking
Yeah.
2K.
Just came out today.
But the problem with 2K and with Madden both is they haven't fucking changed the engine in 10 years.
I can't even hear you.
That's because we're getting too much noise from Luke.
Sorry about that.
No, it's
You
not
all
your
right?
fault. We
There's
get
a lot of shit going on over here,
I know somebody's in trouble.
and usually it's me.
Oh,
Right.
well, listen, that's just because I haven't been over in a while.
Right.
No,
Lord
Cliff's-
forbid they
Cliff's-
put both of us in
Cliff's
there.
got-
Normally, when I come over to Jeff's house, his dog's humping some little stuffed animal in the corner, and I'm peeping through the window.
Well, and usually when Cliff comes over to Jeff's house, he's hitting on Mary, so it's fine.
Right. And I'm rooting, I root that son bitch on. Like, I mean, like, who am I to take that dog, for that little stuffed animal from that dog?
Okay. I understand now. We're on the same page. I was about to say, don't root me on. Don't you root me on.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like Madden and NBA 2K, like they haven't changed in 10 years. And I'm just like I don't get.
And if I'm being honest,
I don't get the
this-
buy it every year type shit. Like I'm not a fan of that.
yeah, if I'm being honest, this NBA 2K is my least favorite one too.
Well, and honestly, like with games like that, like if you want to do that, then fucking charge me $10 a year to update the roster or something.
Oh no. 2K
not-
doesn't. 2K does it on its own.
Well, but what I'm saying is then like what's the point of fucking buying a new game?
I get what you're saying. Especially this year because there was no draft. There's no NBA draft. Nothing changed.
Tailbacks, man. Run the ball.
But I'm a sucker, so I play.
I hear you.
Is that bad?
Gotta buy.
He out of trouble.
Well, and that's why.
where it's at.
Right. Well, and that's the whole reason why I'm interested in the Marvel game is that it'll give me something to do. I've been playing the fucking Assassin's Creed. Like I've been playing Odyssey.
Think of how long it'll keep you off Pornhub.
Well, Pornhub's
Not long
free, and
enough.
the game costs a little more, so I might lean towards the hubsters.
I always come back to that. I always come back to that $1 per entertainment hour.
Right.
Listen, Mike tried to get me hip when the
I
pandemic
thought it was
first came
pump
out
per second.
with the free shit. They talking about Pornhub Premium for free. Listen, I said I don't give a fuck. I'm good with the shit they give.
Right. What is premium?
Right.
But that brings me. I mean, like, what is premium? I mean, now that you bring up the point, what am I missing out on?
Right. Explain, please.
What am I missing out on?
I will tell you that as long as
I can't
for
wait
me,
for you to tell me.
For me, it's I have a debit card that is based off of like our I don't remember what it's called. It's called like
No, you don't get cash back for Pornhub.
No, but what I'm saying is there's a debit card that I have for work. Like if you get like referral points or
Okay.
they call it like
referral points for Pornhub.
No,
Right, he got it's a Pornhub debit card.
Hey man, you gotta hit this up.
Y'all killing me.
Put my code in.
I'm talking about we
code.
have it's a system called Pass It On at work, and what it does is like you can award points to coworkers or whatever. That's what I use for my Pornhub account. Like
I mean, shit, I don't even
Allegedly.
I don't have an account. I mean, I don't even have an
Right.
account. Like now I feel like I'm fucking up.
Listen, I just got a YouTube account last week, and we've been doing this podcast for 33 weeks. The fuck I do? So Pornhub, I'd go guest.
And you've been doing
But I-
Pornhub for 365 weeks.
Listen,
I like the fact that they know what I like and they shoot me what I like. It's fine.
Yeah, they shoot it all right.
and then when you clear that history, and you be like, "What is all this bullshit on?"
No,
here
that's
on
why
this
you
site
have an
shit?"
account. If you have an
You
account,
gotta get
it
the, you
tracks
gotta
it
get
for
the
you.
You're
page
like-
11 for you like what you like.
You gotta hit incognito. That shit ain't getting saved in my history. Oh
Listen.
shit! I gotta log out of my Google account. This shit's gonna be connected somehow.
Oh, see, no, yeah, I'm with you. That's why it's always in
Oh shit! Am I on? What?
That's that Korean spy porn. That's that Korean spy porn.
I will tell you, my wife is giving me shit about the fact that my default internet browser on my phone is fucking private.
I mean,
Well, we got a kid, and I don't know if his devices are hooked up to my
Right,
shit.
exactly.
right.
Malcolm, I will call out that Malcolm just acknowledged that he's losing 79-0 online on NBA 2K or something.
It better not. He can't. That can't be the right. It can't. He couldn't have meant 79-0.
I mean,
It's
all
time
it
to
says
switch
is
to
I'm
Pornhub.
losing
Make the
79-0.
switch.
Right.
No doubt.
That's a guaranteed win, sir. That's a guaranteed
Every
win.
fucking time.
He doesn't lose. He doesn't lose on Pornhub.
Listen, I am undefeated, sir. I don't even know if I'm undefeated. I might have been defeated a few
It's kind of
times.
odd because you kind of
Like,
feel
you know what? It's
defeated
not worth it.
afterwards.
It's not worth it.
I'm
Fuck
not
it.
feeling it
Let's go
tonight.
to
It's
bed.
just
You're
not
so
happening.
disappointed
It's time to
in
go to
yourself.
sleep.
It's like I won, but did I just lose?
Right. Let me clear
Did
that
I
history
really
out.
just lose? How creepy as shit did I just watch? Where
Oh
did I
shit!
know? I searched that shit.
Oh man, that
I
is
don't-
my guy right there.
I don't know how I went down that rabbit hole. I don't understand.
Well, I
Where
know
am
how.
I?
I don't know how I ended up here.
Hey, the hole drags me in. That's all I know.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle of porn.
Mm.
Oh man.
And then you try to switch it up. Like, I might go to YouPorn this week because hold up, is it gonna give me a better suggestion?
No,
Right,
but it's
right.
not. But it's not.
Like
because
I didn't know I wanted this step sideways shit. I didn't know
here's the
Oh,
problem. Here's the
shit.
problem between Pornhub and YouPorn is that it's all owned by the same parent company, so it's all
Are
yeah,
they?
you
Is it
goddamn
all
right.
the same news company?
It's all the
Is it
same
all the
parent
same-
company. It's all the same parent company between
Let me-
porn.
well,
wait.
wait.
Pause. So this is the research I've done. Cliff, I know we've talked about this in the past. XNXX is
That's my
not
shit.
owned by the same company. as Pornhub.
They're the underground. Of
They
the
are.
porn game,
And
I
then
fuck them.
X Hamster is also not owned by the same company as
But-
Pornhub.
But
most sites are.
Oh no! Hey, we talking hamsters now?
I'm
Hey.
just saying there's a site called X Hamster that is not owned by Pornhub.
Why? No. Pause. Why do you know about this hamster site?
Listen, I know about the hamster.
Right.
so-
Thank you.
I'm not
Fools
gonna-
agree.
I'm not gonna leave my nigga out there. I know about the
Damn.
I know about the hamster, but X
Maybe-
and XX is the what do you call it?
You guys know about the hamster? We got 50-50 here. Damn, I didn't know about the hamster. Now I'm in the hamster. I didn't know what this shit is.
Oh shit. That's that underground. X and XX is the Wu-Tang of
We just got one called the
Porn
Burning
world.
Camel. I don't know this shit.
Whoa there. I don't know that either.
I mean, it's not like I'm not Googling that shit 5 minutes after we get off this fucking thing.
Listen, I'll be right there with you. It'll be
I'll be like, what is this motherfucking... Oh, that's what this shit is, huh?
he said
Oh, would you stop giving me all these goddamn suggestions? You
That
know
is
I
hilarious.
One pump a night.
that's
Like,
hilarious.
this is you giving me a whole week of work. You're piling on my workload. Please stop.
Oh man.
Like, that becomes the work. This is becoming work at this point.
Woo,
I
shit.
thought I was comfortable. I thought I was in my zone with the suggestions and shit. I don't have an account. I didn't know about this. I am fucked right now. Like, I am mind fucked. No, yes, goddamn, I missed that free month. I didn't give a fuck. This shit is all free. God damn it.
Time out! Time out! Time out!
He's fucking driving clips.
You killed Cliff. Well done.
I mean, god damn it.
Oh
I didn't know
man.
about this free month.
Yeah, it's like right when the virus.
Right when COVID gave everybody a month of, oh my.
Yeah,
It
it,
did,
was.
it
It was
did.
like, oh, I see why I would attach my credit card to this.
I attached my credit card to this. Like, I
Well,
don't
and that's
know
the whole
if
point.
my
If you
bank
attach
account.
a temporary debit card to it, it doesn't ever bother you.
Oh my god! Not speaking from experience, I know a guy.
I mean, like, how many times have you been on the billing information page? Like,
I see. I don't understand how you get to the billing information page.
Right,
Like,
right.
I'm done by then. Like, how do you get to that point?
Oh man,
I can't get to that point.
this is gonna be a. This is gonna be. I hope this is our regular in-season content. I'm ready.
Oh,
yeah, we're
shit.
gonna have a long season.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
We might have to pull this motherfucker down before it even gets posted.
Listen, it's that
Allegedly,
Patreon.
allegedly.
It's that Patreon. We might need a Patreon.
We'll have to have a separate private show for the Patreon.
Nah, this
account.
ain't. Listen, we didn't get too egregious. This is exactly
No,
what
I don't think there was anything here that's. I mean, it's just funny.
And I'm
It's
still
all good.
holding back.
I understand.
No, listen,
Luke's
bro,
gonna have
hey,
to be on the after show. That's what
And
it
what the
is.
fuck do you think would happen if it was me and you every week? Get the fuck out of here.
No. We have to have Reggie give directions. See, that's what he
Listen,
does.
I've got to be able to reel things back.
Got to. Because Lord knows I can't listen, and you are the exact guest that gets a guy like me riled up.
Hopefully not too riled up. Because
Oh, no.
looking at my face and shit.
Not enough to go look up his
He
account
already switched
and
sites
pay
and
with
shit
the
on me.
debit
I didn't know
card.
about this free month.
Listen, you locked in, Jeff. You locked in, Joe. Don't worry about that. You locked in.
No, his name's
No.
not Joe. I just want to call that out for our
Oh, yeah.
It's all good.
That was a line from last
For our,
week,
for our
right?
Caucasian
Right?
viewers, his name's not Joe.
For those of you in Gahanna Public Schools,
What he said.
No, we didn't hear that.
Yes.
It's fine. It's
My
fine.
name is Joe. We're sticking. I'm with Cliff here. My
His
name
name
is
is Joe. His name's Joe. Joe.
Oh, shit.
Joe Smith. That's what we'll call him from now.
Yeah, goddamn
You know,
right,
you know the
Joe.
problem is that you fucking put on your Zoom your fucking real name.
I don't give a fuck.
You're
Right.
lucky. In the live stream, it's hidden. You can't even see it, so it's good.
Oh yeah, he is. He's too far down.
He's too far
Yeah.
down. I've
This
got the
is
camera
like this
adjusted.
is just the top of the rabbit hole.
Oh man.
No, for real. Like, if you ever came to fucking camp with us over the last couple of years, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
As soon as I start drinking, it gets rough really quickly.
Listen, I'm glad he didn't oblige us to your bachelor too, then, 'cause, we would have been in jail.
You might have been.
Hey, from Reggie's bachelor party. Well, should we even go there, Cliff?
Right.
I walked home from 71.
No, you didn't.
You're goddamn right I did. Well, you guys dropped me off on the highway.
No,
No,
we didn't.
first of all, you
Yes,
asked
you
to be.
did.
No. You asked to be dropped off on the highway.
Well, first off, you already know that you don't oblige any of my.
I agree with that. Now, if I'd have known that, I'd have said, no, don't drop Luke off. But I was probably like, let's get to the party. Drop Luke off.
No, you were hanging out the car door.
No, that was Gordon.
Oh, somebody was. I don't
Yeah, it was
remember.
Gordon. Gordon was falling out the fucking car on the freeway
Throwing up,
to the
yeah.
point that the limo driver cussed him out. Like,
Yeah, he pulled over. And I walked. I walked from 71.
right,
That's
exactly.
not that's not the first time that somebody's
Hey.
thrown up out with the door open on the highway with me. I
Hey.
feel like that's your own risk.
Hey, you know, and I live in North Linden, so it ain't like.
Whoa there! Where did we drop you off on 71?
17, it's fine.
I mean, that's whatever. I mean,
You know what? The freeway was probably the safest place.
you got it right.
And if I know North Linden, any freeway will get you semi close to where you need to be.
Right.
The next strip club.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh.
Goodness gracious.
You're mine.
All right, so we are at about we're past 2 hours. You want to go ahead and you want to
Are
wrap
we
this
past 2
up?
hours?
We are.
Like the end of practice in my head.
God, we didn't even entertain any of the chat. I don't know what was going on in the chat. I can't even imagine.
I mean, we hit up. Well, part of the problem was we weren't live for half of it. So
Gotcha.
What's that mean, dude?
Oh, that is hilarious, though. I had a good time
You're doing well, and
And
everything's
we'll have to do it next
You
week.
literally
We'll have
know
to do
the
it again
function,
next week.
like,
If anybody
sounds
wants to
like
come
you
over to
turn it
my
off.
place next week, we could do a live premiere, or we could do another
Well.
call-in. So.
No.
Maybe we're just gonna come over and crash one of your houses. I mean,
I
it
mean,
is
that's
what it
fine.
is.
Anybody can crash my crib.
there's
I'm
a
by
bed-
myself, baby.
There's a bed behind me. Like I've got space. So if somebody wants to crash here, that's all good.
And you have high internet speed, so Pornhub's in.
Right. So if you need to do that, and just don't tell me about it. I don't want to know.
Right.
All that hamster
Keep it
shit.
off the sheets. There's a
There's
box of
hamster goddamn
tissues.
things I don't know about.
There's a box of tissues next to the bed. You'll be all right.
Oh shit, that's a real Ritz-Carlton establishment.
Oh man. All right. So
At the Ritz-Carlton, there's a Bible, so you're okay.
that's true. You know, ordinarily this is where I ask.
Oh shit!
Ordinarily, this
Oh,
is where I
shit.
ask if you want people to find you, where can they find you? But I don't think
No,
think
you
Joe,
can't find
I
me.
don't
Do
think
not
Joe-
find
I
me.
don't
Do not
think
look
Joe
me up.
Smith
You
wants
don't
we
anybody
know
off,
looking
me.
for
we off the grid
name is
around here,
Joe.
baby.
So Cliff, you got it. I actually, you know what? We're gonna when we log off of here. If you want to chat for another couple minutes, we're gonna hop
I'll stay on.
my my private line. So Zoom meeting, my cell phone number, lowercase fools. Join us, and if you want to chat for a little bit longer, we'll keep going. But I think it's about time to close out the show. Cliff, you got anything to close us out?
So, since I hated y'all last week on Thursday, I will apologize because I know it was just the weekly attitude. But while I will apologize, I know it's still some of y'all I hate out there. I don't know if you know who you are. I don't even know if I know who you are. But you still sit wrong with me. I want you to know that. So call. Give a call. Apologize. Maybe I deserve to apologize. Call. Ask me to apologize. But I love everyone else.
So again, for those that are interested in joining the post game, go ahead and if you know me or Cliff, hit us up. It's my cell phone number is the meeting ID. Lowercase fools is the password, and we'll see you in a bit. But Luke, thank you for joining us tonight.
I appreciate you, bro. You're my
Absolutely,
brethren
it was
for
a good
sure.
time. Everybody that's listening to us live, I appreciate it. If you haven't, subscribe, notify, click notify, all that good shit. And Luke, you got anything to take us out?
Nah, just understand that sometimes we say some stuff so we can laugh at it, but it don't always mean
Absolutely,
it's true.
doesn't mean it's true.
Listen, that's
Or
all we
is
can
it?
do is laugh at pain.
Right.
Because there's too much of it.
Shit.
Amen. All right. Well, with all that, we appreciate y'all. Take it easy.
My new favorite episode.
Oh shit! They kept feeding me. They kept feeding me beers.